Father's right. No one, especially anyone associated with Martin Fitzgerald, will ever see these papers. Spell the end of the Crane family.
Mr. Crane? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you.
I'll get them, Pilar.
Is there something wrong, Mr.
No,
Crane?
of course not. Nothing's...
Is there something in those papers you don't want me to see? Something which concerns my family?
Why on earth would I have any papers in my safe that would concern you and family?
I don't know, Mr. Crane. But my son Luis believes that you know more about my husband's disappearance than you've admitted. In fact, he thinks there could be evidence right here in this house.
Wait, what are you saying? That I've been hiding the truth about Martin's disappearance? I mean, that's preposterous to even suggest that, surely. You don't believe what Luis is saying.
I'll wait until I see what evidence my son finds before I decide who or what to believe.
Well, in that case, I'm afraid you'll have a very long wait because there's no evidence.
Perhaps, but don't forget, David brought down Goliath.
As you said that before.
And if you hurt my son, Mr. Crane, you could be making a very serious mistake. His wrath is very powerful.
What are you implying, Pilar? Are you telling me I should be afraid of your son? Pilar, am I to believe that my own housekeeper is threatening me?
I would never threaten you, Mr. Crane. I just want to clear the air. I don't want there to be any misunderstandings between us.
Misunderstandings?
Yes, sir. My job here is very important to me, but my family is more important than anything. My children are everything to me.
Well, as well they should be. But what brought this on, Pilar? This sudden need to clear the air? I thought since the man who died turned out not to be Martin, that everything would get back to normal. I mean, your husband's still out there somewhere. Nothing's changed.
You know nothing of where Martin might be.
Well, of course not. Don't you think I'd have done something to bring him back if I did?
You mean because supposedly he stole money from Crane Industries?
Well, yes. Pilar, I know you don't want to believe it, but it's true. However, I would be willing to try and work something out. Perhaps even drop the charges if Martin were to turn up, because I don't want any strife between our two families.
Neither do I, sir. But I'm afraid there will be. I fear Luis's temper.
Why do you think the situation between Luis and my family will worsen? Has something happened that I'm not aware of?
Well, a situation may arise where certain members of our family are thrown together, a situation that would not be to everyone's liking. And if that should occur, I don't want to see my son get hurt.
Are you talking about Luis becoming involved with my sister? I saw them kissing, you know. Rest assured that will never happen. Sheridan will never become involved with your son.
Then you have nothing to fear, Mr. Crane.
Hi, Mama.
Teresa, you're finally here. Tell me what happened last night. You were still sleeping when I left the house this morning.
It was wonderful.
Wonderful. But I thought you'd be fired by now.
Nope, I haven't been fired.
Well, what did Ethan and Gwen say when you told them you don't have a boyfriend? You did finally tell Ethan the truth, didn't you?
No, Mama. Fate came to my rescue one more time.
Fate? What are you talking about?
Well, Whitney's friend Chuck pretended to be my boyfriend, so Gwen looked like a fool for accusing me of lying about it. And Ethan still wound up thinking I'm wonderful.
Why is it so impossible to get through to you? I'm sure Ethan thinks you're a nice girl, but he's in love with Gwen. Why do you persist on thinking that he's going to leave Gwen and fall in love with you?
Because it's fate, Mama. Ethan and I are meant to be together.
Stop it. Just stop talking this nonsense. You are not meant to be together, and you will never be a Crane. Now, you have to just stop this fantasizing and face reality. The best thing that you can do is to stop working for Mrs. Crane and forget about all the Cranes.
No, Mama. This is where I belong. I will be a Crane. Mrs. Ethan Crane.
Teresa, no, you will not. Because before that could ever happen, there can be an explosion between our two families. We are growing too close. It will end badly.
Mama, what do you mean this will end badly?
Teresa, I know the Cranes. I know that Julian and his father Alistair are capable of anything, and the last thing they want or will allow is a connection between our two families.
Why do you say that? Because we're from a different social class?
Yes. That means everything to Alistair Crane and to Julian. And even if the impossible could happen and Ethan wanted to marry you, his family would never allow it. And if you don't stay away from Ethan, terrible things could happen. A union between our two families could never happen. And I'm not just talking about you and Ethan. Sheridan will never be allowed to have a connection with us, with Luis.
Mama, there is no reason to worry about that. Luis will never have anything to do with a Crane. Not even Sheridan. Mama, don't worry. Luis and Sheridan will never get together. They're not meant to be together like Ethan and me.
Teresa, do you know where Ethan is right now at this very moment?
No?
Upstairs. He and Gwen just finished breakfast in bed together.
What?
Why do you seem so shocked? Do you think this is the first time they've slept together?
No. But he couldn't. I mean, not after last night. Ethan was so kind to me.
Teresa, he's a very kind young man. But last night meant nothing to Ethan. I don't want to hurt you, Teresita. But Ethan is in love with Gwen, not you. And he's going to marry Gwen, not you.
No, Mama, he can't. And why are you putting a knife in my heart?
Where are you going?
I am going to Ethan.
Teresa, stop. You can't go up there.
I have to, Mama. Ethan can't still be in love with Gwen. I don't believe it.
Stop deluding yourself. If you go upstairs, you'll only make things worse.
I have to talk to Ethan. Stop him from making a terrible mistake.
Teresa, stop.